Hey guys,
Welcome to our first ever cutting up.
YouTube video.
We're going to give this a shot, see how it goes. There may or may not be editing. There will definitely be outtakes.
Okay. Anyway, today we are going to show you how to make the reusable microwave popcorn bowl.
I love popcorn. This video,
So,
we would like for you to get 2 fat quarters of your favorite materials, one for inside, one for outside. But we need that to be 100% cotton, 100% cotton thread, because we are going to be putting this in the microwave.
and we don't want the microwave to catch your house on fire.
We'll be right back.
Hey guys, we're back. All right, so you're gonna need to start off by cutting yourself 2 12 by 22 rectangles. I'm using the vintage boardwalk. I used the yellow because I thought it looked kind of like popcorn, and then this actually has popcorn on it. So anyway, what you're gonna do to start off with is you're gonna pin, because we're gonna be sewing all the way around this.
And the fabric is right sides together.
Yes. And then I like to mark, because you're going to sew a 1/4 inch seam all the way around, but on the long side, you're going to leave about a 4 inch opening to be able to turn it right side out. So I usually will lay my ruler on and mark my points so I don't forget. And it doesn't matter where along that edge, just as long as you got it somewhere close. So you can see on here, I marked my 2 little spots. Sometimes, some people will mark with needles or pins. All right, so I'm gonna start on one corner on the long side that I have my marks on here, and I'm gonna sew down to that mark. When I get to that mark, I like to back stitch just to lock that stitch. And then I'm going to start at that next one again. Back stitch to lock my stitch. Now this is where I like to leave my needle down, and then I just put my presser foot up and then I turn it, and that way I'm right where I need to start coming down the other side. So now that you've got all your pins removed and you've sewn around all the edges and you've left your 4 inch opening, we are going to turn it right side out. And what I like to do is just go all the way to the corner. I put my finger on there and then push it out. So now once you've got it all out like that and the corners pushed out, you're going to iron all the way around. Press the seams.
I may flip it out, but I'd rather have it there just in case. Right. You know how much time this time was? It's been done 4 times.
Right. Now when I get to the opening, I want to make sure that I've got it them turned under, and you're just going to press them down, and you don't have to worry about stitching over the top of them because it'll get stitched down when you go to sew it on the side. Cut this little thread off here. All right, now you've got to determine which part you want to be the outside. For me, I want this to be my outside. So you're going to fold the top piece in 3.5 inches. So I like to take my ruler and I find my 3.5 inch mark, which is right there. So I'm going to just fold that in to right there. And then I'm going to pin it. If your fabric's directional, you'll want to make sure that you have the direction that you want it, so when you stand your bowl up, it's not upside down. Then you're going to bring your other piece up to the very top and just meet the edges right there on the corners. So all the way up to the top. Then I like to pull that pin out. So now what you're going to do is you're going to stitch down each side and once again use a 1/4 inch seam. And I like to start on the end that's not folded because the sewing machine will go over it much nicer. I use my walking foot just because it makes the fabric go through easier because it feeds top and bottom. And I do a lock stitch. And I just make sure it's lined up. And then you'll do the same thing on the other side. So now your bag should look like this. And you'll have your flap on the inside like that. Okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to make some boxed corners here. So that way your popcorn bag will stand up. You just want to make sure you center it with the bottom and your seam. And what you're going to do is you're going to measure in 2 inches from that bottom. Go in 1. And you're going to mark your line here. And I'm using an air erase pen. So then I like to pin that in place. And you're going to do the same thing with the other side. Going to bring it in 2 inches and mark. And pin it in place. And you're just going to stitch across that right on your line. Make sure to not sew over your needle. And I like to tack at the back stitch just a little bit at the beginning and at the end. And then I'll come over and I'll do the other side. You guys, we're almost done and you can pop popcorn in it. So now you've got your corners, and you're not, I'm going to trim the little ends off so I don't have strings in my popcorn. But a lot of times you would take and cut these off, but you want to have them for the support in the bottom of your bag because that's what's going to help your bag stand up. So you flip it in, push those corners out, and then your little top will flip right back over the top here. And your popcorn bag is complete. Okay, so in order to make your popcorn, I just stuffed this so you guys could see how cute the bag was. You're going to take a 1/2 cup of popcorn. I did not bring a measuring cup, so. What, you don't think that's a 1/2 cup? Let me show you. I don't know if any of you all have ever watched that. Anyway, I'm just gonna roughly a half a cup. That looks good. Then you're just gonna fold that top over like so. And you're gonna stand it up in your microwave like this. Let the popcorn sit on the bottom. Make sure your lid is over the top. And then we're just gonna hit popcorn and watch it pop.
I think I can do that.
Much longer. I'm ready for.
Having any more kids, it doesn't matter.
Oh, did you all hear that? It's starting to pop. Can you hear it? Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. Popping.
The best.
Smells good. Amazing.
Oh my gosh, it's getting bigger.
It's pretty cool how it works. But once again, don't forget, you gotta have 100% cotton thread and 100% cotton fabric. No polyester. So it sounds like it's like quit popping, so here is your bag of popcorn. And all you have to do is flip the lid
Ooh, it's warm.
and enjoy.